Buffett calls every day a coin flip when it comes down to nuclear weapons. He had no answers, but plenty of caution about the threat and impact of nuclear weapons, saying that every day is a living with flipping a coin. The world is flipping a coin every day, whether people who can literally destroy the planet as we know it, and we'll do it. Buffett said to an audience of Berkshire Hathaway shareholders Saturday, unfortunately, the major problem is that people who have large stocks of nuclear weapons and ICBMs, unfortunately, the major problem is the people that own it. They talk about using tactical nuclear weapons. If someone is willing to kill hundreds of thousands of people with tactical nuclear weapons, why would they stop there? He added. It's very, very dangerous world. It's a very, very dangerous world. The question submitted by the shareholder asked about the impact of nuclear weapons on Berkshire's operations and outlook. The company maintains a number of insurance operations, and a nuclear attack would severely impact the company's operations as a result. Do you think we're closer? Maybe let me ask the question this way. When's the last time we had a nuclear? What was the timeline? When Truman dropped the
Hiroshima?
Yeah, what's the exact date? What's the exact date? I'm curious.
It's November 45, I believe.
Is it? I'm thinking it's when did it drop? Do you see the date? Here's a question for you. Are we more likely it's
August 6th and August 9th on 1945.
Which is what? That's about 80 years, 77 years, right? Are we closer to that nuclear bomb being dropped, or is it going to happen in the next 77 years? Meaning, do you know what I'm asking? Like, is it going to be like, yeah, probably in the next 67 years, someone's going to drop a nuclear bomb? Yeah, do you see that happening anytime soon?
Here? Stateside?
Anybody.
No, I
anybody.
wouldn't be surprised if Russia used tactical nukes.
What do you think is the timeline on that? On something like that happen? Because you saw, if you want to pull up Putin's article when it comes down to nuclear and what he said about the Western, the declaring war against, Ukraine and Western, let me see if we have that story here. Yeah, there it goes. It's page 3. And of course, we're going to have somebody next week, Peter Pry, that we're going to get into that a little bit deeper because that's a specialty. But Putin says, to officially declare war on Ukraine, Western officials say, the declaration is expected to be made on May 9th when Russia marks Victory Day over the Nazi Germany in 1940. And then he's talking about nuclear. So let me see. Go to the article about nuclear. He said something about using nuclear. If necessary, they would use it. So do you think it's that scary? Like, do you wake up yourself every day worried about a nuclear war?
No, I'll tell you, I think clearly that what we should be worried about at this point is cyber warfare and bio warfare. That's what's pervasive and that's going on in the atmosphere today. I mean, look, it's not even close. Russia and U.S. by far and away have the most nuclear weapons in the world. It's not even close. How many thousands does Russia have and how many thousands the U.S. have? And then the next is like China and France with like a couple hundred. It's not even close. What was you asked, were we closer to nuclear war 77 years ago or in 77 years from now? Clearly in the past. I mean, all our parents, for the most part, that grew up in the 50s and 60s, they used to have to do fire drills under their desks in case there was a nuclear war during the Cold War with Russia.
Which there almost was,
Correct.
Pigs. There
That's my point.
Almost was. We're
Correct.
This close.
With Cuban Missile Crisis, Bay of Pigs, all that. So it's a lot of it is nuclear. I think it's like almost like ingrained in us. Like holy shit. But that isn't the biggest concern, at least as an American. I mean, this puts another spin onto this topic. If you're in Europe, to bring up the whole NATO topic, why do you think the Swedens of the world or the Norways of the world or these types of countries are actually thinking, holy shit, like, why is the Ukraine thing happening? Because you are that close to Russia. They are on your doorstep. Mm-hmm. U.S., this is one of the beautiful things about being in the United States, being the greatest country in the world. We don't have to worry about Canada attacking us. We don't have to worry about Mexico attacking us. Maybe a caravan of migrants coming into the country. But we don't have to worry about Russia and Putin on your doorstep, or even in North Korea, on your southeast border getting crazy. So this is the luxury of being the United States of America. So as far as nuclear warfare being in America, being a major concern, that's not a major concern of mine.
So I think there's two scenarios where we have a nuclear bomb go off. One is countries get nukes to build a wall of deterrence, right? You have a nuke, no one's going to attack you because you have a nuke. It's not to
the best
necessarily
offense is a
threat,
strong
it's an
defense.
insurance, right? It's a great insurance policy. So in one scenario, some loose fissile material, whatever it is, gets in the hands of a terrorist and they plant a dirty bomb somewhere. That could happen. I don't think that's beyond the realm of possibility in our lifetime. To the extent of the damage, who knows? We underestimate terrorists all the time, however. The other one is if Putin gets backed into a corner. I wouldn't put it past this guy, if he thinks his life is over or his power is done, to go out with a bang. I don't think it's beyond his ability or his rationale.
Do you agree?
Well, to Matt's point, the people always love to talk out of both sides of their mouth, right? They say Vladimir Putin, he's crazy, he's got cancer, he's losing his mind, he's an evil warmonger, and at the same time they say, no, he'll never use nuclear weapons. It's not an option, won't happen, impossible, da-da-da-da-da. And let's not forget that they have the ability of using tactical nukes, not massive, mother of all bombs, 5,500-ton, nuclear weapons. They can use tactical nukes. And I think we're going to send over $33 billion in military aid to Ukraine, right? And you can see what we've provided already, right? We provided 5,500 Javelin missiles, which is 1/3 of our stockpile. If we continue to provide the Ukrainians with weapon system after weapon system after weapon system and intelligence, to Matt's point, you think he won't be backed into a corner and say, all right, I'm done with this. No more. You've pushed me to the brink. And he'll use, I do not think in any manner are tactical nukes out of the question. On the homeland, I doubt it, right? Like we would rain hellfire. We would, it's mutually assured destruction. But to use it on Ukraine, no, I don't think that's out of the question in any realm at all.
I don't think it's out of the question for him to launch one at us on his way down either, honestly. I mean, people say, oh, no, he would never do that. He's not suicidal. What if he's about to die, or if he's about to be dethroned or about to be assassinated, right? Do we have, are the people who work at the Russian nuclear silos loyalists, or are they scared for their life too? That's what it comes down to. If I'm an intelligence officer in the United States, I am trying to infiltrate the people who work at the damn silos and say, if Vlad launches, don't press the button. You know what I mean? Whatever you want, $1 billion, come to the state, don't press that damn button. That's how it looks to me.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.